The album better than your shit.
Exactly. How you a ghostwriter and you let the motherfucker that you ghost wrote for have a better album? That don't make no
He should have
sense.
looked at the album and be like, yo, I'm keeping this shit. Fuck Tone.
Right. Nigga, like what?
You know?
That don't make no fucking sense.
Yeah. I didn't kid. I only like one song from that young. The only reason I crept that album was because like the seller gave it to me. It was free,
Right.
and I'm like, I never bought the Young MC album. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, let me keep this shit. You know, he might drop dead one day. I might want to play it or something.
It.
You know what I'm saying? Like that, cause that shit is out of print. You can't find that shit nowhere
I found that shit for like $5 a couple months ago.
on
I don't
Amazon.
even no on in the store.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, but it's not everywhere though. It's hard to find. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of record stores over here that don't have that shit.
Yeah, I got Tone Loc's album too. I was like, yeah,
You know what I
let me
mean?
just get this shit.
Yeah,
That Tone Loc album, that's official. I don't give a fuck.
yeah. That's one I never bought back in the day. I'm like, oh, Tone Loc, definitely.
It's like this nigga wrote for Tone Loc, but your own album was not as good.
Right.
It's like some Carlton Banks kind of shit. Like bust the move, really, really.
Backwards.
Even though I like
Backwards.
Principal's Office, that was my shit. Principal's Office was my shit.
Uh-huh.
And mind you,
Yeah.
he had a dope verse on that. We're all in the same game. Posse cut.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. He could rhyme. It's just that I felt like the production wasn't good though.
No, it was the direction. He just wanted to do that pop rap shit. It was like, nah,
Yeah.
nigga.
It didn't work for him because he don't dance. You know
Oh
what I'm saying?
God.
Like the best dance at that time was Hammer. He was a Hammer.
Everybody
You know?
wanted to be Hammer.
Yeah, he wasn't Hammer. So what was he gonna do? He wasn't on that tribe shit either. So he was like in the middle.
He was like on that Def Jeff shit.
Yeah,
But Def Jeff, he did it better too.
right.
See, that's the thing. That's what I like about the West Coast hip hop at that time. It wasn't just gangster rap. It was like a lot of different styles. But niggas always want to associate West Coast hip hop with gangster rap. I wonder what the word of the day today should be.
Man, they only put. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody in the West do gangster rap. Far Side is not gangster rap.
Exactly. Hell, Too
You know what I'm
Short's
saying?
not gangster rap. Let's keep it a buck.
Right. He's what pimp rap.
Yeah, pimpology. He's pimpology.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So that was like that. I'll blame the media. The media was labeling that shit gangster rap, and oh, if you listen to anybody from the West, they're gangster rap, and you had Calvin Butts and C. Dolores Tucker running with that narrative.
Right. And then you had people like Dionne Warwick and shit like
Right.
that talking about gangster rap.
Which is why I hate the labels now. Like when they talk about Midwest hip hop and Southern rap, I'm like, I don't get into all those labels, man. Rap is
Right.
global. You have artists from everywhere.
Hip hop is hip hop.
You know what I mean? This fucking labeling shit, nerd rap. This is nerd rap, or this is backpack rap. The
What's
media
next?
started that bullshit.
What's next? Grocery store
It
rap?
wasn't us. Ain't no. It is in no point in time that I look at. There's no point in time that I look at Tribe Called Quest and be like, yo, this is backpack rap. You know, this is nerd rap. Like I didn't fucking use that vocabulary. I didn't give a fuck about all that. They wanted to label it because they didn't understand the fucking rap. They thought it was gonna be a trend. And when they realized it was here to stay, that's when they started labeling shit so that they can understand it.
Exactly.
You know, it's like if a virus is started, you got the scientists that wanna name it and try to, you know, try to like keep it where they can see it. You know what I'm saying? Like try to do studies on it and understand the shit. Like, oh well, this is COVID and this is bird flu and nah, can't do that shit with this culture, man. It's too many labels and shit now. It's like where people get confused with the R&B and be like, oh, he's not R&B, he's dark R&B. What the fuck is dark R&B?
Dark and B.
There's no such thing. There's no such thing. R&B is R&B. There's no such thing as dark R&B. You know, I hate that shit when they label every damn thing.
You're right about that.
Yeah, DeFaro, I fuck with him. Focus Daily, fire. I got one of his albums. I want to say it's the second album I got from him. Liquid Crew.
Hey, that's another dope one right there.
Yeah, DeFaro. Yeah, we haven't done no DeFaro discussions, but a lot of his shit is out of print too.
I'm gonna be real with you. I never heard of the Far Out album. I'm gonna be real with you.
The first one, the Focus Daily, was his best to me, and I heard like some of his other ones. I got one of his other ones, but I think the third one I heard. You know what I'm saying? But he I haven't heard like a lot from him in years though. You know what I'm saying? But that whole crew, like Feel the Agony, Alcoholics, all of them cats, man. Exhibit, Crondon, they all fire.
Facts. So there's a debate on social media about who's the better rapper, Vince Staples or J. Cole.
It's J. Cole. It's not a debate. It's J. Cole. I don't
I
like
know.
Vince. I think Vince is overrated.
Vince is cool. I'm gonna be real with you, but I'm gonna be real. I only like really one album from him in full. Like you, that Summertime '06 is my shit. But
And I know you wanted to do a review on that. I haven't heard it. I listened to the FM, that little FM mixtape he had. That was pretty good. But all that other shit that he had, I didn't care for it. I'm like, I think he's overrated as hell.
the thing about Vince Staples, I'm not. The thing that I personally don't like about him is that
Mm.
he did an interview a couple years ago. He's talking about saying some shit how '90s hip hop don't resonate with him, but at the
I
same
remember
time,
that. He did that shit
yeah,
on Twitter.
yeah, but at the same time, his whole style, you could tell he was
Exactly.
influenced by a lot of '90s rap.
Exactly.
So that's one thing. That's why I have to side eye him. And plus, his show, that new show he came out on Netflix, is whack.
Yes. I watched the first two episodes, but I think he was trying to do like some Atlanta shit.
That's exactly what I just said.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? And you're not Childish Gambino, bro. You don't have the acting chops like Gambino do. Yeah, I watched the first two episodes and then I ain't watch it again.
Me too, dog. I literally said the same thing.
And the fact that it's on Netflix fucking saw him and be like, yo, we got to give this nigga a deal. Damn, they just giving anybody a deal at Netflix.
And you know what's funny though? You can tell it was an Atlantic rep hop because I think like the first or second episode of Atlanta, it was a scene in jail. The
Right?
first
Yeah,
scene,
he got locked up.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
getting locked up. I'm just like, this is literally Atlanta, but
That's
in Vince
Atlanta,
Staples.
right?
Right.
And then he had like his girlfriend was living with them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the family members and shit. I'm
Yeah.
like, this is
And
all over.
Atlanta, I'm telling you, like, niggas are not original no more. I'm telling you, niggas are not original.
They're not.
I wanted to give that show a chance because all
Yeah.
these little white people kept saying, yo, this is the best show ever. I feel like they were describing Friends at that point, you know?
I'm like, nah, man. I just who he trying to be, like the Black Ferris Bueller or something?
Right, nigga, like,
You know, I'm like Netflix at that. Netflix gave him that deal, like, yo, like we want your show on our platform.
but Netflix canceled the She's Gotta Have It show. They canceled so many black shows.
Exactly.
So many fucking black shows.
And that was a good show because and the thing is, I never liked that movie that Spike did.
I never liked
But
it
the
either.
show was actually good, and they canceled that shit.
Wow, me and Try actually agreed on music and movies today. Wow.
You cancel the Get Down. That was a great show.
Don't get me started on that
After
shit.
season 1, what?
Don't season 1.5 because they kept it in the middle of season 2.
Right.
Do not get me started on that. I'm still Lovecraft County and the Get Down are the worst cancellation in recent history.
Definitely.
But let's give anybody a reality show.
Mm-hmm.
Let's fund for the Zeus Network, aka the Minstrel Show of reality TV at this point.
Ashanti and Nelly got a reality show coming.
You
Like,
you gotta be kidding me.
yeah,
You gotta
they
be
got
kidding.
because they shot it when she got pregnant. Like, so it's all about like all around the baby and shit.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's give a reality show to Jonathan Mason, Making Good, and call it New Generation Martin and Coretta. Let's call it that.
Oh, yeah. She need her own show. How I Got Lighter.
Or my favorite, surviving with a church man and shit.
Right? What the fuck did she do to her skin? Like, she looked terrible now.
And niggas always say, "Well, she always been light." I was like, "No, she hasn't.
She hasn't. She ain't
Not
been
that
like
light.
that.
Not that
Fuck
light."
no. She looked like Sammy Sosa now.
I was like, "Don't try to insult my intelligence." Like,
She looked like Sammy Sosa. Have you seen Sammy Sosa?
yeah.
She looked like Sammy Sosa now. She bleached her skin.
Let me ask you this, and I'm gonna ask you this one time. We can just leave it as it is. Do you think that relationship with Jonathan Mason Making Good is real, as they say it is?
I don't know, because that shit's happened like really quickly after the case.
Literally, right in the middle of when he was going through that trial, all of a sudden Making Good. It's like Making Good.
Every week they show him at some event, and he's crying about how he love him. Like, nigga, please. Stop this shit. You didn't do this shit for the white bitch. Like, come on.
Well, like when I saw her, she was my Coretta Scott King. I was like, what is this fascination with Coretta Scott King?
She must have some good pussy. This nigga crying up a storm in public.
He's like, I thought he was about to do a Martin Luther King speech in the middle. I was like, if this boy starts reciting,
my baby, you mean so much to me. I'm like every week I see him at some event. I'm like, what the fuck is this, yo? What is this, man?
Talk about. I felt imprisoned. So you felt imprisoned by the white man, from the white girl. So you have to have a black girl to save your ass, right? Mind you, did he cheat on the black girl with the white girl or some shit?
Bro, Marvel can't bring him back after this. You're supposed to be one of the most feared villains in the MCU, and you crying every fucking week for this chick. He can't come back now. They gotta call up Josh Brolin and be like, yo, we need Thanos again.
Man, but Marvel was so quick to drop his ass too.
Yeah,
that was the quickest I've seen Marvel.
They saw the damn videos. They're like, yo, it's cringe at this point. We can't bring him back.
Like, nah. You ain't gonna be the next Chadwick Boseman. Yeah. Hell no.
It's not believable. Thor's not gonna be afraid of you after he see your video. You trying for Making Good. We can't do it. We can't do it. We just say we kill Krang off, or he's stuck in another alternate universe or some shit. You know.
And you remember that interview he did with like Good Morning America and Megan Gill was in the background? She had that look like, do not mention Coretta Scott.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, what is this, man?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
What is this? So Jay-Z don't even do this shit for Beyonce.
The closest we ever saw Jay-Z was when he did that interview when he admitted he cheated. That's the closest you ever saw Jay-Z that vulnerable.
What interview was that?
I'll send it to you. But this is at the 444 days. He was talking about
he been with Beyonce for a long time. He ain't never cry and be like, yo, I love you. What the fuck?
Yo, Kanye didn't do that shit for Kim.
Like, exactly. And he had 4 kids with her.
4 kids.
4 kids.
Oh baby, I love you. Oh baby, you're one for me. Oh baby, I love you.
I'm waiting for him to get on the fucking Oscars and be like, oh, your pussy's so good, I want to marry you. He gonna ask her for her hand in marriage at the Oscars next year. Watch.
Bro, if you do that shit, I swear to God, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna call you when I hear it.
Remember what I told you?
Yeah,
I know he's gonna do that shit in public. He's gonna be at an event or something. He's gonna be at an event show.
I swear, he either the Oscars or the red carpet.
Yes. Yeah,
wait, actually,
one of those events.
Actually, nah, he's too black to be in the Oscars. Let me stop.
He's gonna be at one of those events. He's gonna do that.
Shit, he thought he was gonna be the next Chadwick Boseman and shit. He thought he was
where did all this newfound love come from for her? Because he was just in the case a minute ago.
Right. It was so out of nowhere too. Right.
Was he talking to her while the case was going on, or was just like
you know, I don't want to say shit, but I heard that allegedly, and this is allegedly, that she was the other woman that white girl got mad about. That's what I heard. Allegedly. I didn't hear it from me. It's allegedly. Let me just say that. Actually, you know what? Let me type that in.
It was you, nigga.
Nah, I
Allegedly,
didn't.
that's the,
I
that's the
didn't
word
make it
for
up.
tonight.
I didn't make it
Allegedly,
up.
that's the word for tonight. Allegedly.
Nah, I have another word for tonight.
So,
Shit.
oh, Lord.
But I'm ready to start whenever you
All
are.
right.
What's up, YouTube? How you doing? This your boy Reg in the building, and my energy is very wired tonight. I got my homeboy trying to building with me, who
Yo,
does not like one of my favorite songs from the album that we're going to talk about
no,
today.
nope.
But we're gonna keep that under the wraps right now because
Uh-huh.
I don't understand.
Oh man.
I'm not a happy ass nigga like that, but I like
Wow.
this song.
Wow.
But I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on that. So today's album anniversary we are gonna do, and yes, it actually came out on this day. Is Coromega with the realness.
Mm,
Yes, Queensbridge in the house. Let's
yes.
talk about this. So technically, this is his second album, but I'm gonna get more into that in a minute. So this album came out July 24, 2001. You know, this came out under his independent legal hustle records and shit like that. You guys should know about Cormega. He was an original member of the firm, which at the time, keyword at the time, consists of Nas, AZ, and Foxy Brown. And they made their first appearance on Wax on Nas's Affirmative Action song from the It Was Written album, which that's like one of my favorite songs from that album, to be real with you. And apparently, you know, he got kicked out and everything like that too from the firm because he actually recorded an album called The Testament, which was supposed to came out in
Yes.
1996.
Yeah.
Very dope album, by the way. But see,
Yeah.
that album got shelved.
He went to jail.
That and he got kicked out too, but he got
Yeah.
kicked out first because there was a lot of stories, but
Uh,
apparently him and Steve Stout didn't see eye to eye.
right.
And so when they did the source cover, I think it was like a 1997 source cover,
Yes.
they replaced him with Nature. And
Right.
Cormega got upset. And of course, like Try mentioned, he did go to jail and whatnot too.
He was in and out of jail. That's what I heard. That he was in and out of jail, and that he couldn't. When they were doing the firm album, he was still locked up. So that's why he wasn't a part of the album supposedly. But I didn't know he got kicked out by Steve Stout.
Yeah, see, that's what Cormega said. He got kicked out
Right.
because he was mostly blackballed for a lot of years and shit too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So this is why I say technically this is his second album, but if you want to count retail purposes, this is his debut album.
Right.
Very dope album. I'm gonna be real. This is a classic album in my personal opinion. Even though my favorite album is The True Meaning from 2002, which that's an album we have
Mhm.
to talk about at some point.
Yes.
This album to me is just straight up underground hip hop, like dramatic entrance. Love that beat from J Love. Thunder and Kicker with Prodigy, which ironically dissed both Jay-Z and Nas.
Mm.
They Forced My Hand with Tragedy, Fallen Soldiers remix, and the original. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you had some of the creme de la creme of underground hip hop at that time, like Godfather Don, Havoc, Big Ty, and of course Alchemist. You know what I'm saying? Who's a lot of these niggas are still doing their thing to this day.
Yeah.
I mean, this album sounds like it could have even been made in this day and age and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
If you guys want more information about the whole firm incident, I did a video for Wider Beef called Nas versus Queensbridge Rappers. That's like one of my favorite Wider Beefs I've ever done. Thanks for the love y'all got for that one. Even though there's some pussy motherfuckers I have to address. Talking about, oh, let me put the word up. Hold up.
Okay.
No. Said I didn't do my research, but I clearly did.
Because they can do so much better, right?
Right.
Wow.
But what do you think about this album, Try?
This album was dope. I remember there was like some songs on mixtapes at that time. You know, like Dun and Kicko. I remember hearing American Beauty, Love Fallen Soldiers, Killer's Theme with Mobb Deep. That's my joint right there.
Ooh.
They should. I wish they had a video for that. You know, but it was a solid album. Like, and Cormega's always been consistent. You know, he was never like an artist to rush out projects. He always took his time with it. And him and AZ to me are like the most underrated from New York.
I agree.
And they both from the same crew.
And ironically,
right?
I mean, yeah, man. And it's funny too because a lot of motherfuckers. I've talked to a lot of niggas like deep in the Queensbridge hip hop. They've kind of preferred Cormega's music over Nas's and shit.
Yeah, I can see that because people felt like Nas went commercial when it was written dropped.
Speaking of that, there was a recent conversation on one of the hip hop forums I'm in. They said how a lot of motherfuckers don't like to hate me now because they felt like it was commercial.
It was, but it was fire.
It was.
It was dope. I mean, and he had the whole the whole controversy with Puffy beating up Steve Stout and with the champagne bottle and shit. And
Yeah.
they, MTV didn't want to show this the uncensored version of "Hate Me Out" video, and when he's on the cross and all that, and he could use that right there. You're about to be on the cross, going to hell.
At this point, hell is too good for him.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I like "Hate Me Now," but I mean, it was commercial because Nas is not gonna do a track with Puffy, who was one of the biggest artists at that time, if he wasn't trying to get radio play. So he knew what he was doing. Just the same way he did "You Owe Me" with Genuine. He knew what he was doing when he did that song.
And I never liked that "You Owe Me" song. I
never liked it. I felt like it should have been on Genuine's album instead.
Right.
But you knew what you were doing, because if you recruit Genuine for a collab, you're trying to be on radio.
Right.
All
right. So today's review that we are going to do today, we are going to talk about an album that, I'm going to be real with you, this might be one of the most underrated albums in hip hop history. This is not even on streaming. That's how underrated it is.
Yeah.
But that's why physical matters, and everything like that too. And we're going to talk about Yo-Yo with her second studio album. What's this shit called? Black Pearl. This shit came out in June 23rd, 1992 on East West Records, which was East West Records America, which was under Atlantic Records as well too. This album was known for songs such as Homegirl Don't Play That, and Black Pearl. Producers include Ice Cube, DJ Bobcat, DJ Muggs, DJ Pooh, Download Productions, Rashad Coles, and Sir Jinx. Guest appearances include Big Bubba, and those are the only guest appearances I can see.
What about the guy? The guy that was rapping on Hoes.
Hold on,
it sounded like King T, but I'm not sure.
Give me 1 second. Because they didn't even list him. Yeah, I can't find his name at the moment, but let me do some digging around and I'll come back.
They did Yo-Yo Dirty.
You said what?
I said they did Yo-Yo Dirty.
We'll talk about that. We'll definitely talk about that. All right. So we've done a review on Make Way for the Motherlode years ago and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Which I feel like that's a very dope album. I would call it a classic album. I don't give a damn what no one say. I just feel like the album needs a desperate remastering. That's my personal opinion, if you ask me. But after the release of Make Way for the Motherlode, she got her act. She definitely started doing some acting and got more of her acting back in. And one of the shows she started appearing on was that Martin. She played one of Shanae's friends and whatnot too. You know what I'm saying? And she also had her own clique, the Intelligent Black Woman Coalition. You know what I'm saying? She had her own crew around this time too. So yeah, man, nothing really too much happened in between Make Way for the Motherlode and this album, to be real with you. So it was right after the release of Make Way for the Motherlode. You know, she still retained some of the producers that she had in her crew, like Ice Cube, of course, Sir Jinx and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? And fast forward to 92, that's when this album came out. I love the album cover. Definitely very dope album cover and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? Her with the fucking hat looking up in the sky and everything. And then the back right here is pretty ill too. Give me one quick second. Let me pull up some of my notes. But this is an album that nobody mentions, and it's
Facts.
crazy,
Yep.
crazy. Because it's like what? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was saying you could barely find it on YouTube. I only found one.
You know, I was going to like bump this when I was driving around because I thought I was going to be home by the time I
Mhm.
was listening to this album, and I was just like, well, they do have the full album on YouTube, but the idiots they don't put the timestamps on it and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? But because you know sometimes they might fuck up the track listing or whatnot too. So I remember even when I first got into this album, only 3 tracks was on YouTube, literally. That's why I had to fucking buy this shit. And I think when I got this, it was like $10, so it wasn't really that much anyway. Yeah, this is why y'all physical matters.
Facts.
I love this picture of Yo Yo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Physical media for life.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. This is definitely going to be a positive album we're going to talk about today. A little happy dappy stuff here and there, but you know that's what we always do. We always talk about the good shit. This is the kind of hip hop I want to talk about with this review. I don't want to talk about the usual female rappers. Like that's why you ain't gonna see no sexy red review here and shit. But yeah, this album has 12 tracks, not that long for an album.
Right.
We're gonna start off with the first track, which is the no intro, which is self-explanatory and stuff like that too. You know, I feel like this one pretty much leads into the next song. There's really nothing too much to talk about with this one.
Yeah. I didn't like the intro, just the no intro. And somebody's like saying no. I'm like, well, where's the why didn't we get like a reason behind that?
Right. It's like we should automatically know why you say no, if that makes sense, you know? Can you hear me? Yes, this again. Stream y'all on that bullshit. All right, but yeah, I definitely get what Try's trying to say on that regards and everything like that too. Um, what's the next track? Next song on this album is "Homegirl Don't Play That." This was produced by DJ Pooh. Very, very, very dope song. Y'all can hear me, right? Let me just double check. Y'all can hear me, right? Okay. So yeah, very, very, very dope song and everything like that too. It's pretty much like a play on the "Homie Don't Play That" from In Living Color. You know the quote from Damon Wayans' character and everything like that too. Very dope DJ Pooh beat. He uses the Isaac Hayes sample. It's a very popular Isaac Hayes sample, which I definitely love that track right there. That's been used by a lot of people and everything like that too. What I got from this song right here is pretty much you trying to a girl trying to get with a guy on the street and everything like a guy on the street and everything like a gangster and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? And it's just pretty much yo just wanting people, you know, what it's like, you know, dating somebody from that kind of lifestyle and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, this one right here was pretty cool track. Love this track right here, you know what I'm saying? Highly recommended. Okay, you say you can hear me? Alright, perfect. Alright, I'm gonna go on to the next track. Hopefully the track can come soon. Alright, next track we're gonna talk about is So Funky. This is another DJ Pooh track right here and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Very, very, very dope track. If you guys recognize that sample, that is of course the Zap Be Alright sample, which that's been famously used by Tupac. Interesting story I read. I don't know if it's true or not, but so you guys should know that Pac and Yo Yo they were very close. At this time, and I mean they've always been close and everything like that too. From what I looked up, and pretty much from what I looked up, when Pac was listening to this album, he loved this track so much that he wanted it, and Yo Yo was like, "Nah, this is for the album." And everything like that too, what I'm saying? This is for the album. So of course, Pac loved the sample that he was influenced by that when he did Keep Your Head Up from the Strictly for My Niggas album, which very dope album, classic song too. And the thing about that was that when he used that sample compared to this one, they slowed the sample down when it came to this version on this album. When it came to this version on this album and whatnot too, what I'm saying? And but down the Keep Your Head Up, they kind of like sped it up a little bit, but not too much where like you can't recognize the sample. So very, very, very dope track, so funky and everything like that too. I really wish this could have also been a single on this track. DJ Pooh definitely did his thing on this track right here. So yeah. Q said, yeah, Yo Yo was apparently gonna be on the Dear Mama track. Yeah, that one I didn't hear about that one until like last year, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, man. All right. I don't want to go on too far just in case we try. Okay. So yeah. So the next song on this album is going to be Black Pearl. This is one of my favorite tracks on this album. It was produced by Big Bub, and then excuse me, it was produced by the Download Production and featured Big Bub. You know what I'm saying? Very, very, very dope song. The beat definitely had like a more R&B flavor towards it and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? The a little bit more safer and calmer for her and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? You got Big Bub on the chorus. From all my '90s R&B heads, he was part of that one group called Today. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm gonna be real with you. I only know them really for the House Party. I think they were on the House Party soundtrack and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know too much on their music, but he definitely does thing on this one right here too. You know what I'm saying? Just talking about all the challenges Black women faced with, bigging up the dark skinned women and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? So this is definitely a very, very, very great song. Highly recommended. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely feel like this might be next to You Can't Play With My Yo-Yo, one of her signature songs. Period. Okay. All right. Damn, I don't want to just go on and just. Okay, I'm gonna do one more track. I don't want to go on too long in case try. So next track we got is Cleopatra, which Cleopatra is another very dope track right here. You know what I'm saying? This track right here was her just alter ego and whatnot to talking about, fuck Wonder Woman, we just talking about Cleopatra right now and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, very, very, very dope track. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Jehu the Damage Revenge of the Prophet. It reminds me a little bit of that. But, with this one, she took like a more militant kind of tone to it and everything, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely love this song. This is definitely a favorite of mine. My favorite lines was when she says, "Forget Wonder Woman, she's a trick. Working working around in red, white, and blue. The girl is through. Another superhero coming at ya, but much blacker. Yo-Yo, better known as Cleopatra, or when shit gets mental in South Central. Please, could you bust the instrumental? Giving you a migraine. Is it a bird or a plane or soul train? Just the way she started off that joint though is just fire as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you, Q. I'm kind of glad that she wasn't on Yo Mama. I mean, not Yo Mama, Dear Mama. I just feel like that was a track that Pac handled by himself relatively well and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? Because that song right there, I don't know. It's just like it isn't. I just wonder how it would have been sound like if Yo Yo was on that record and shit like that too. You know, so honestly, Ray, my day is going pretty good. I can't complain. Woke up, went to work, got some shit done. You know how that crap goes. Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, when it comes to certain hip hop tracks and everything like that too. When I hear stories about how this person was originally supposed to be on this track, this person was originally supposed to be on, I asked myself, I don't know how that would have sounded like if they were actually on it. You know. That's ironic because I was talking about Lupe Fiasco today. I was talking about Lupe Fiasco today. Those are the only albums I can actually listen to front and back. To be real with you. I was listening to some of them. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know, man. This whole all I'm gonna say is I'm not trying to hype up shit when it comes to artists when they say they're not jealous of other artists. I'm not. We just let the music talk. That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, I'm gonna give it about 5 more minutes. I'm gonna see if Try can pull up. If not, I might just continue on without him. Let me ask you this, Q. What is your favorite Lupe Fiasco album? Yeah, Food and Liquor is my favorite as well too. I had LOL Part One. All right. I don't know what's going on with Trev, but I'm just gonna continue on with this review. If he comes up, he'll catch up when he catches up. All right. Sorry for that mishap, everybody. So I just talked about Cleopatra. That was one of the songs on this album. Next song is A Long Way Home. This was produced by DJ Muggs. Very dope DJ Muggs beat right here. You can definitely tell he did this during the time of the first Cypress Hill album. I would even go as far as even say like the first House of Pain album and everything like that too. That signature Muggs sound from like 91 to 94 5, that traditional Muggs sound that he was doing. I mean, Muggs was just on a different beast at that time and shit. But very, very, very dope song right here. You know what I'm saying? Just talking about women overcoming one another and everything like that too. Soon we're gonna get into our life goals. Very, very, very dope song. Um Next track number 7. You should have listened. Very great song as well too. One of my favorites on this album. This was produced by Sir Jinx. You know what I'm saying? Sir Jinx definitely a legend when it comes to the game. Um, yeah, man, she was just going in on this fucking joint and everything. So yeah, she was definitely going in. I like the line when she says, "The same sucker see him every day, just the usual way. He out to ladies, got his line made up and his goal already set. Wants to make a couple of G's, we're gonna step back." You know what I'm saying? So that was a pretty dope track as well too. You know what I'm saying? Next track we're gonna talk about is Woman to Woman. Very interesting track right here. It's probably the shortest track on this album. So with a title like that, you would think, okay, they're talking about infidelity, cheating, and stuff like that too. But with a track like this, she's actually talking about. It starts off with her chilling, and Yo Yo gets a phone call from this girl who pretty much saying that, oh, you seen a guy that I'm talking to, but then Yo Yo asking, well, you're not officially together, so what you over here arguing about, and everything like that too. So very dope beat. If you guys recognize that bass line, that's coming from the Brothers Johnson and everything like that. So I don't have to tell you guys the song; you guys should know it. And it also borrows elements from that Shirley Brown song "Woman to Woman" and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So this one was a pretty cool song. Next track we got is called "Hoes." Um, this is one right here where she's pretty much just talking about you know, that's at the time how that word was just very prevalent in this day and in that day and age and shit like that too. And just talking about how women should not really consider themselves that and everything. Don't let a man call you that. You know what I'm saying? So just don't know, one of those empowerment songs. Love this record right here. Track number 10, I Can't Take No More. Um, yeah, man. This is another one right here that was very great too. This is produced by Sir Jinx and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? Very, very, very dope track. It's pretty much talking about a girl that's being abused by her man, and then she pretty much wants to find the right strength. She has to leave the relationship and whatnot too. You know what I'm saying? So very, very, very dope song. Very relevant song in this day and age and whatnot too. So yeah. All right. Next song is A Few Good Men. Um, this one right here, I got a little bit of mixed feelings about this one. To be real with you, you know what I'm saying? I got the point she was trying to make with this song and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? I was talking about how certain black men should step their game up and everything like that too. But at the same time too, how can I put this? I feel like, it's pretty much her saying, "Hey, listen, there might be there might be a few good men out here, but what I got for I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. When I first got this track, when I first heard it, it's like her saying that all black men are not good. That's what I first got when I first heard this track. But then she's pretty much just saying that don't just settle yourselves. Shut up. Sorry about that. Stupid ad just popped up. But it's just pretty much just talking about how damn, I just lost my train of thought too. Don't just settle yourselves from like a ain't shit ass nigga. You like try to level yourself up, and then a few good men will start coming your way once they see you level up. So yeah, this one was pretty cool, pretty decent. And the last track on this album is "Will You Be Mine," which is pretty much like a love song, pretty much too and shit like that too. I mean, it was alright. It wasn't really too big on this one. And overall, this is a very dope album. I would probably say it's like my favorite album she's ever came out with, and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? Production, it definitely fit the tone from the album, in my opinion. The production definitely fit the tone for this album. I mean, you got a lot of West Coast producers that was literally on the A game at this time, from Muggs to Pooh. You know what I'm saying? Definitely doing their thing on this one. I feel like this is definitely like a continuation with Make Way for the Mother Lode, but I feel like she got more creative control with this one. So I'm gonna give this album 4.5 out of 5. This to me is a classic album. I could have done without the last track, the "Will You Be Mine" song, but it is what it is. I'm gonna stay on for a couple more minutes. What is your favorite Minnie Riperton album? Oh, easy, easy. The Perfect Angel album. Her and Stevie Wonder together. Come on. What's your favorite Q? Yeah, man. Honestly, even the last album she came out with before she died, the mini album was very good too. I feel like that one don't get its just due. She had a lot of songs like Memory Lane, Lover and Friend. That's probably one of my favorite songs Stevie has ever done for anybody. I'm gonna stay on for 5 more minutes. Kind of long on StreamYard minutes. Yeah, man. What else is going on? Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely Minnie Riperton. Fucking fire. So who saw that new Joker trailer? We ready for the new Joker sequel? I'm listening to Sweet Dream by Alicia Cara. I also do a new single, but I also listen to some Coco Jones. Oh, you picking the good ones, Ray Sean. Coco Jones, Ari Lennox, Alicia, Janae Aiko. Yeah, you're on the right track. Ooh, Adventures in Paradise from '75. Niggas sleep on that album because Stevie Wonder was not there, but that's a very great album. That's like some grown R&B shit right there. Yeah, that the line on the album cover literally almost killed her. That's crazy. Speaking of Stevie Wonder, it's funny how a lot of R&B, female R&B singers at that time started off on his Wonder Love backup singers like Denise Williams. I want to say Angela Winbush too. I think Minnie Riperton at one point, but I'm not too sure about that one. Hell, he even had Ray Parker Jr. in his band at one point too. So 6 degrees of Stevie. That's what I say. What's up, Mike? Yeah, Celebrity Underrated did a very good episode on her. All right. Yeah, she did do background vocals on songs in the key of life as well. I think on the song Another Star, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so I'm gonna end this off right here because I do gotta get ready for work in the morning. But just to let you guys know, tomorrow we're definitely gonna do the review on Chris Cross's last album, Young, Rich, and Dangerous. So that's gonna be a very interesting review, and we're also gonna do our top 10 R&B covers. Hopefully, Try is okay. I'll check on him later on and everything. But y'all make sure y'all support this Yo Yo album. Unfortunately, it is out of print, but if you guys can find it, it's definitely a must have in your collection. And I'll see y'all niggas later. Peace.